Hello, everybody, and welcome to Soul Surfing Sunday. And we're going to do a little bit of Magical Monday going on in case I won't be able to pop on. So I hope everything is going good out in Crazy Land with everybody. The energies are really high. There's so much going on. I always say that, but there is so much going on. It's a changing of tides. It's an old paradigm shifting, and it's starting to get very visible for people that have awakened within. So we are going to change the title of this at the end of it. Instead of The Great Awakening Continues, it's The Great Awakening from Within. So because I had a download vibration yesterday, and I just need to follow that. We need to follow it because it's a message for everybody. So I hope you brought your coffee. Mine's nice and foamy, creamy, sweet, and hot. And I hope you brought yours, or your sweet tea, or your soda. And just take a deep breath, maybe three, in through the nose, out through the mouth. It'll really start to relax you. Do it maybe 3 times, 4 times. And we're going to do a deep dive into the cards today because everything has a direction, and there is going to be some forks in the road for people. There's going to be some happiness. There's going to be all kinds of different stuff. It's going to be like a maj pause of a gumbo, a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And we're going to see where it takes us to start the week. Gonna have a week to remember. I'm telling you, so much is going on. Sunday, 11/17. Cue the card with the 7, 2024. It's an 18, it's a 9. And 9 always goes into itself. It's like magic. And Monday is 11/18, 2024, and it is a 19, and it is a 10 and it's a 1. So if you take the 18 and the 19, put it together, it still makes a 1. So we are on numero uno today. And we are going to get into some cards because it's at the point now where everything is kind of coming out uh, of what needs to be read. So I'm not even going to play with it. I'm just gonna get the energy off the books and the cards as I need to read them. Just like I said, I'm gonna I'm gonna hang on to this for a second. We got some really unique cards today. I mean, we get a lot of the same design of cards, but there's so much more of meanings when they come in with other cards, and they mix and match and do all kinds of beautiful magical choices. Choices. Make a choice. 25, which is a 7. Choices. Bright yellow. Flowers, beautiful, gold petals all over the place. And she is just pure with that beautiful dress on. She's going to make a choice. Deciding between options can paralyze you or empower you. To ensure it's the latter, embrace the possibilities, weigh them up, and choose well, then take action. Right now, we've got a lot of action going on in our world, in this 3D existence. So, what these cards are going to tell us is how we need to think about this journey that we're taking right now. We will never experience this again in our lifetime. I mean, seriously, this is the great awakening of the spirit within. Every day you make countless decisions, from what to eat and where to who you want to spend with time with. Most of them you make unconsciously without a second thought, but other decisions are much more difficult. When you don't know how each option will play out, choose between them, choosing between them can seem overwhelming. It's normal to worry about the consequences of your choice and second guess yourself when you feel close to deciding. But don't let the paralysis you found that more time or more options can make it harder to choose. Drawing this card indicates an important decision needs to be made. Counting to put it off will drain your energy and keep your life on hold. Know that refusing to choose is a decision in itself, because if you don't actively decide yes or no, a decision in itself, because can choose, if you don't actively decide yes or no, it's a no by default. You're yeah, you're choosing not to do it simply by not choosing to do it. And don't throw up your hands and say, if it's meant to be, it will happen. Or wait for a mysterious sign. Claim your power and make your decisions. Take responsibility for your life and be the director of it. If it's meant to be, you have to take it happen. You've got to take it and make it happen. With the decision you're facing now, weigh up your options and list the pros and cons of each possibility. Allow yourself to daydream about each one, imagining how flowing each path will feel. Get advice from people you trust, if that will help, even if they just make you realize you totally disagree with them, so that you do the opposite to what they advise. If you're really stumped, flip a coin, not to make the decision for you, but to connect to your intuition. Deep down, you usually know the answer. So observe your reaction to how the coin falls. Are you happy with the outcome? It points towards or forward towards points or disappointments. However, you may make your decision, do it, and immediately take action. Release self doubt, embrace the power of each fork in the road and the joy of possibilities. Trust your gut and your intuition. Make your own destiny through your will and your decision to work to make it happen. You have the strength and ability to create the life you want to make your own fate by becoming the true you, the you that you want to be deep down. Be happy and content with your choice. Don't feel you have to defend it or that you have to stick with it forever. If you realize later that you wouldn't have preferred the other path, change tact. Few things are irreversible. So if at some point you decide you've taken the wrong path, pursue the other option. You're allowed to change your mind. You you get to choose the priorities in your life on and in every moment, and you have the power to pick the things you will act on and the person you will become. The power to decide is a blessing, and you have the strength and wisdom to make this choice. Yeah, we have to really be careful right now. It's decision time. You have a fork in the road, and you think you have a bad feeling about the one, you have a good feeling about the other. Meditate on it. And if you're still feeling that decision's bad, don't do that then, because it's your higher self saying within, not just your imagination, within. So you got to go within. You really, really got to go within. Okay. I I read that one first because that so is the feeling that I'm getting with a lot of people. We're making choices that we've never had to make in our lifetime, and decisions we've never had to make in our lifetime because they're just kind of wonky. We never thought about it, but now we need to think about it. And Um, I just don't know what to say with this one. Yeah, okay. Don't worry, darling. You'll find your way. The red rose overcoming obstacles, finding joy, carefree. Yeah, number 18. It's nine. And that's a beautiful number. I freely flow and find my path, overcoming obstacles, finding joy, Buddha energy, carefree. I nurture my joy and ally and guide the red rose, representing a being that blossoms even in impossible situations. This particular rose grew from the concrete of the sidewalks. Nature always find a way. She has an all-seeing eye at the center of her petals. She has used her insight and magic to overcome all odds and obstacles in her way, even when others didn't believe it was possible. Her spirit is surprisingly lighthearted, playful, and colorful for such a resilient and spirituality connected being who chooses to be stubborn and still seek joy, magic, and meaning despite circumstances. This result in her ability to continue growing and even uplifting and inspiring others as they try to do the same. There is a carefree and fluid energy behind this card. The card and guide invite you to stop being so serious, to trust that you will make it through whatever it is that you need to. As you have in the past, you are not permanently stuck. So lighten up, relax. The worry, overthinking, and doubt, it isn't helping you or anybody. It only blocks that you want, or where you're trying to get it to. If you have pulled the red rose, it could also mean that a mentor or guide will come into your life with a teaching to help you overcome an obstacle, or a person who is already in your life could greatly assist you at this time. Is there someone who always seems to stay joyful and light? Observe and learn from these people. The most enlightened teachers on the planet are those who seem to always be giggling. The Buddhas of the world learn from them how they are, not just what they say. I do a lot of giggling. I try to make lighthearted things. You always know when the right time to laugh and giggle and the wrong time. Try to ease your doubt, worry, as hard as it is. It may seek to find joy and playfulness in doubtful situations, especially when you're in a state of feeling stuck. Laugh whenever you can, watch comedies, and surround yourself with lighthearted people. The energy will help you get through or figure out whatever it is that you need to. Yeah, that's a perfect one. And that was interesting because that was an 18, and that's 19. And 18 is Soul Surfing Sunday, and 19 is Monday. So that's interesting. Growing pains, healing patience, unconscious. Got to watch that impatient thing. Healing patience, unconscious, self-awareness. I trust in the process of my healing. The healer, the garden that tends itself, the therapist you seek to be an awakened one in your family. This isn't always easy, as it involves taking on a large responsibility and role in your lineage. You are seeking something more fulfilling, truthful, and of the heart. Something more fulfilling. What does that sound like? Yeah, we should. We should try to be really fulfilled. This requires patience with your psyche and security within your soul. By living intentionally and choosing to be conscious of the choices you make, you are actively or activating transformation at a DNA level. This can be felt at a collective conscious level as well. This is a powerful work. Your ancestors are so proud to have passed the torch down to you. You have done so much already, far more than you know. Pulling the growing pains and inviting card invites you to employ more patience with yourself on your healing journey. You are unlearning and undoing generations of toxic patterns and beliefs. This will naturally be challenging, uncomfortable, and even painful at times. This is why they are called growing pains. They are a necessary part of healing. This card can also wants to remind you that you were chosen for this path. That your soul choose this mission of healing for you. This is your intuition. This is what walking through the fire looks like, so you may reach the peaceful, abundant valley. Be proud of yourself and continue to do your best as you find your way. Celebrate small victories like when you set boundaries or are less reactive, or break a toxic trait, or don't repeat the position of the past. This is the work, and you have accepted your mission, whether you've realized it or not. Get your journal and write on the small or big ways in which you have already healed yourself. Give yourself the recognition you deserve. Love yourself for all the times you chose to do better, even when nobody was watching or patting you on the back for it, even when your family or friends don't see all that you have overcome. Instead, see yourself. You are a chosen healer. I love that because we can all heal. As the monks in that, they showed us how we could heal. I'm going to go to the coffee. I don't know if I want to go there or I want to go here. I think I want to go here. We're going into the Starseed Oracle. And the first one that we got was You Got the Love. Hadrian, energy, codependency, and boundaries. We have to set boundaries for ourselves. We can't keep doing, or not doing and expect everything to just flow. We've got to either not do it, say it immediately, don't put somebody on the shelf thinking about it, or make it now. Okay, I'll help you now. Boom. Help. The Hadrians are believed to be beacons of pure, divine, unconditional love, who sees love in all people and situations. As a result, they can find it hard to have boundary, independence, healthy relationships, because they only see the unconditional nature of those they meet. The lovers of the cosmos, they dive in fast. They're here to learn how to love while in a separate body, to learn to love self first and then establish healthy relationships with others, to remember that the love they seek is already within them, that they truly do have the love all on their own. The message of this card is to review the ways you may need to establish healthy Healthier boundaries. Perhaps you're in a codependent relationship in which you may be losing your sense of self. It's common for starseeds to dive deep into relationships, particularly with those who feel safe and familiar at a soul level. Perhaps you're in a relationship in which you give more than you receive, or perhaps there's a certain volatility to it, and you're always unsure where you stand. This card is a sign to do a relationship review to see what energetic agreements you've made consciously or unconsciously, to acknowledge if there are relationships in which you feel anxious or powerless, in which you don't feel like it's safe or relaxed, and just be you, to assess if there are any places of inadequacy that you've used a relationship to soothe and cover up. Do you lose yourself in relationships? If so, how? How can you develop a deeper love for yourself? I was just going to say that we really have to learn how to love ourselves, because that has to be numero uno. You have to really love yourself and be engulfed in the joy and beauty of life. And then once you do that, you'll be able to let someone else lighthearted and beautiful come in, because they've done their work also. There is, and that's codependency. We got to be really careful with that. And we've got to really hold up our, I did the boundary thing today. My husband, he gets really upset sometimes about how everything's turning out in the world, the government and the corruption and the children and everybody who's being just so abused out there. And he gets so into it. And I said, you're getting a little too deep for me and you're stepping on my toes. So it's time for you to back off. He did. We all have those moments in time where we're really not bitching at you, but it seems like they're bitching at you. They're just bitching about the world. And I don't want to go into my readings with that vibe in my head. You got to remember that. So I had to go and do some deep healing meditation and some releasing before I got on here. And now I feel just peachy. Peachy keen, jelly bean. Uh, because we do have some interesting cards that came out today. This one, okay, we got to keep this one out because they kind of coincide together. You got the love, pondering energy, codependency, and boundaries. Here's your boundaries. And you got to think, if you're being codependent, some people, I've seen some people that make all the money in the household and have somebody telling them what they're doing because they're codependent on them. Well, they're codependent on you making a paycheck too. So there's a lot of different codependencies, and they're not all bad and they're not all good. Uh, this is a deep cellular healing. Arcturi's energy, physical and emotional healing. And we need this right now. We've went through so much as humans, and so much just taking it, like, to me it was like bullets, and I was doing the thing with the Matrix, where he's going back and it's flying over his head. I was just trying to stay out of the chaos, because there is so much chaos right now in the world that I don't want to get involved in. If it's not my chaos, I'm not getting involved. Your body knows how to heal. Healing is your natural state. Physical and emotional disharmony can be a reflection of how the world, inner and outer, has been out of alignment. If you're suffering from a mysterious or chronic illness, don't allow yourself to think you've done something wrong. Today, it's difficult to navigate our health. If this card has made its way to you, You're being called to focus on your healing in particular ways, to prioritize your healing, to be kind and tender to your miraculous body, to give yourself the grounding and care you need, to put your body first, to nourish yourself as you would a newborn baby, to treat yourself with tender care. You may be called to switch things up with your body or your emotional well-being, to call in a team of helpers to support you in navigating any challenges you may be experiencing emotionally. The Arcturians are a galactic group of beings who have manifested deep cellular and emotional healing, vibrant in your body and well in your skin. To have your cell return to effervescence and virtually to find calmness and contentedness, to have a soothed nervous system and a tranquil heart. Place this card on the portal of your heart and whisper the following: I take back my vitality and energy and feel more and more healthy each and every day. My body knows how to heal. My body knows how to heal. So that's kind of a mantra where you can keep repeating it. And when you keep repeating something, you're manifesting it. So keep repeating it. And we also got the big picture. Big picture thinking, Pleiadians, energy, visionary, inspired ideas. We got the Pleiadians, we got the Hadrians, and we got the Arcturians. So they're all showing up today saying hello, wakey, wakey, shake and bakey. I am here to wake you up. I kind of envision that when I'm going to take you have to make it playful, people. Don't go in and say, oh, Bonnie D says I need to go meditate. So I'm just going to go lay down and try not to think about nothing. I can't remember what all she said. So I'm going to go lay down and meditate and think of everything she said. That's what you shouldn't do. No, you should listen to Fonnie D, but don't take it as that. Yeah. Everybody is on their own journey of healing and awakening. So don't say that Fonnie D is the perfect example of everything. Fonnie D is just telling you that she went through a lot of stuff to get here. The Palladians are a cosmic cousins. They're here to remind us that it's never too late to learn new things and change the future. You're being called to be a visionary of the planet, to take a breath, shake off what you're being taught about the world, and hold a new vision for humanity. You're likely a natural big picture thinker, here to generate ideas for the future, here to birth a new age and dream a new world into being. The future will be woven by dream makers like you, by those with courage to question the way things have been and envision new possibilities for the planet. The world needs more artists, dreamers, inventors, and visionary thinkers. Perhaps you've had an idea recently that you're being called to usher in. If so, this card is your confirmation that it's divinely guided. The Palladians support us in this important stage in Earth's development. They want you to know that the decision we make today will affect the well-being of our planet. We make today, we don't want to do that. It might affect the species also. They're calling on you to be a leader of the future, to hold a clear vision of what's possible, to trust that vision and follow it through with daily actions, to dream a new world into being, to hold your mind open and try not to worry about what others think. For it takes great courage to pave a new path, to trust a vision before it is a reality. How are you doing? This is the Star Seeding Soul Inquiry. How are you being called to step up and lead? What new ideas or creations are you being called to pursue? You need to ask yourself these questions, and don't be afraid to ask yourself questions. You'll answer it before you know it. Because okay. Yeah, you have to take the lead. You can't wait for the crowd. The crowd is over there. They ain't coming. Bonnie D's been splurging on herself once in a while, and she's buying new jewelry and, of course, new bracelets and, of course, different headbands and just going out of my box. Green fingernail polish, going out of my box. I never would have wore green 10 years ago. I would have wore like a maybe a mauve or a peachy or pink or something, but I wasn't into to greens and blues and pinks and purples and all that. But guess what? I'm me. So just gonna be me. This is the book I was sitting there looking for that I haven't read yet, and I'm glad because this had uh two meanings. Um Two different cards come out, and I need to feel the right time to bring these cards out. Okay, we're gonna do this. They actually get hot when I'm supposed to read that one. The other ones will be cold. It's really weird. I can feel the heat. So when you're doing your uh cards, tarots, take the book. I put my cards in the book so I can go right to the book. But take your hand and put it just over something, even if something physical in your house. Like maybe you said, I want to read this book, but maybe I want to watch TV. Well, go to the remote, see if it's warm, go to the book, and if the book is really warm, you're supposed to read the book. You can figure out what the hell you're supposed to do if you tune into your energies. I am going to do the golden future because, I've pictured stuff like this. This is a number nine again. Nine goes into everything. I think nine was the last number that they created. I don't know how they got the 10, the 11, and 12, but they just kept going with it. Live in an ecological, creative, and fun space. Yeah, this is where we're going, peeps. I've seen the 3D houses. Some of them are round, some of them are square, some of them are wild. Elon Musk has been advertising them for 49.99, 10.99, 50,000, and it's beautiful. And we're going into a clean, beautiful world. So you're going to start seeing a lot of the dirty, the I gotta go check on what she's up to. Hang on. Okay, she's fine. In the golden future, houses will be created from strong biodegradable plant material, extruded into wonderful curved shapes and beautiful colors. Some will be ecopods, airy, light, and easy fashion. All dwellings will harmonize with the landscape. Many homes will be placed in clusters around the community building with shared facilities to washing clothes or cooking, and also for leisure. Water conservation, solar, and other power sources will be part of all the houses. In addition, fun elements such as slides from bedrooms into pools, trampolines, zip ties, and delights that we currently cannot imagine will be built into the home. Uh, I don't think he's gonna have a good day today. Jeez, oh man. There was a car going down our road and backfire and it just I don't know what the hell that was. This is why we need flying machines, quiet ones, that just you can't even hear them. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Because the population will be much smaller, there will be less pressure on land, and most buildings will be single story so that people can remain connected to the earth. In fifth dimensional consciousness, there will be no individual ownership. Homes will be communally built by the people for the people and will be totally different from anything we can currently conceive. In the golden future, everyone will have an ecological, toxic free home where they feel safe, secure, and happy. Your guidance is to consider ways to make your home and your life ecological, healthy, and harmonious. Archangel Gabriel, the pure white angel of purity, joy, and creativity, is in charge of the homes of the future. Ask him to place his vast cosmic diamond over you and your residence. Relax and take a moment to experience this. It will purify your dwelling as well as your essence, enabling your conscience to expand and become more open and creative. Consider how you can raise the frequency of your home. How can you express your individuality within it? How can you add lightness, fun, and joy? Make your home into a living, caring, beautiful place. Yeah, that's what we're trying to do, me and my hubby too. He's out there making the yard beautiful. When we moved to this yard, it was a jungle. Nobody had been here since 1996, and it was a mess. Couldn't even get, there was no driveway. We couldn't even get in. We just had to stop and look and go, oh my God, what did we buy and what did we get into? For 6 months, we were swinging from vines down here in Florida. I felt like we were on Tarzan and Jane. And then I found out that the old Tarzan movies were filmed in, it was Silver Springs down here or somewhere. But yeah, it was filmed down here. And I believe it because everywhere we walked was a root. And these roots like went from one side of the yard, you'd start pulling, and to the other side of the yard. They were easy to get out, but they were everywhere. So everywhere you're walking, you have to be careful you don't trip over a root. Yeah, it was crazy, trust me. But we did it. We created a beautiful spot where ugly had just let it go. And I had a dream quite a while ago, a couple of years ago, and I had a dream that we had a house. It was plain. The houses were beautifully airy, but there wasn't any tchotchkes anywhere. And tchotchkes for me are like knickknacks, pitchers, uh, can opener, the things you basically need. There wasn't nothing like that. There was just clean lines. Everything was white and pure and clean. And I remember that they said I could imagine. They said I don't have to eat like old school. I don't have to eat with my mouth and my hands. I could envision that whatever it was, and it would all the nutrients and vitamins would just absorb into me. And I was like, oh, okay. So when you were done, like say I thought of pizza, boom, piece of pizza or a whole pizza shows up in front of me. And I just envision eating it and maybe a salad with it and just envision it and it fills me up and it's gone. Once I'm full and done eating, it's gone. I can taste it. I can smell it. I can do everything my avatar body can do, but I'm not using my avatar body. I'm using my mind. That is where we're going next. We're going into mind stuff. So, and I've seen that if you go on YouTube and type in 3D houses, you'll be floored what they're coming up with. Elon Musk is coming up with some too that are really great. Pay attention. The new cars are coming out too that can fly. I seen that too in my dream. I used to fly. I fly all the time in my dreams. I'm gonna go ahead and save this one for last because that's what our creator is telling us. So we're gonna jump into the Enchanted Map Oracle. and see what. Okay, we got the Enchanted Map Oracle, and the first card that we got out of here was what is that? What would you do? Uh, okay, now for the you've got the love, harden, energy, codependency, and boundaries. I asked them to clarify that. They said 18 magic stream. So they're clarifying you got the love. Oh, it's another number 18, another nine. We've got a lot of nines today. Go look at the angel number nine for your daily angel number. Everything is connected through the universal flow of consciousness. Every experience you have seemed to have its own life story with a beginning, a middle, and eventually the end. However, there is danger in seeing events as separate from one another, since in fact they are all part of a continuity and a greater evolution. Like an ever-flowing magic stream, your experiences filter through the whole world, one leading into another, information and influencing still more. Inspiration, invention, and revelations rarely come to just one person. The collective awareness is a shared storehouse of potential. When you remember you're part of the fluid continuity of life, you become a channel for great inspiration. Allow the magic to flow through you and carry your dreams into reality. Your success will benefit many. Yeah, that is what I heard my calling. When I heard my calling, I knew I was a channeler. I had already been dreaming and bringing things back. So I was basically having astro travel into my dreams where they become reality after a while. Now, I have dreamt about the houses they're talking about. And I said to a friend of mine, I said, we were talking about it. I said, I had a dream that you go in, you live in this beautiful house for a while, and then say you want to move, you want to go to Amsterdam, okay? You just put it back to the way it was. See, we don't worry about the colors of our homes and stuff like that. I mean, it's beautiful, it's soft, it's our healing spot, but we can take it with us too to another healing spot. So say we're sick of this one, and it just all of a sudden it says it's open. We leave. We find another one that says open where we want to go, so we just move in. There's no pay, there's no electric, there's no pay. Electric is free. We're using by then Nikola Tesla energy, which is through the whole area, through everything. And the water will be so purified, we will be replenished just by thinking about it. We won't have to use things like that in the future. So yes, the magic stream kind of resembled me in a way. And I can see where the energy of codependence and boundaries play a big part in people's lives. You know, it's something we have to recognize, and you are the only one that can recognize the codependencies and the boundaries that you need to set and the Hadrian energy. Um, this actually card is showing something interesting, and I want to go over it. Right here, I'm going to start with this one because this is at the bottom. Right here, this face of hers is sleeping. This other face of hers looked like she's starting to wake up. Her eyes are just like, she's starting. But by the crown, once she gets past the crown of energy, look at the sparks of energy coming up, and she's wide awake. She is wide awake. So this is the great awakening we're going through. We've been sleeping. And when the information started coming out, we were still kind of groggy and we weren't paying attention. But now our eyes are wide open. We see what's going on. We are actually uh, morphing out of that 3D plane of existence in our mind because we have to. So that was actually the Magic Stream was a great card for You Got Time, You Got the Love. I liked that very much so. And we also got a tarot, Wild Reflection Tarot to clarify that. And that was the beautiful Ace of Pentacles, and it wasn't reversed. Look at that. Look at that. New opportunities, resources, abundance, prosperity, security, stability, manifestation. The Ace of Pentacles represents abundance, financial prosperity, and manifestation. This card tells the asker to take the initiative and act on new projects, businesses, or intuitives align with their values. The Ace of Pentacles can also indicate the beginning stage of a relationship with a person or with many people who may subsequently open the door to the future financial prosperity for you. That is a really good uh we're gonna do something, and I normally don't do this, but I want to go back over this last one for a second because it's kind of interesting the way they're coming out. Okay, in the Magic Stream, it was everything is connected through the universal flow of consciousness. And this is where, in the beginning, this is before the Magic Stream. The Magic Stream is the clarifier for this. This is where you were having the Great Awakening. You were sleeping, you were drowsy, you were waking up, but now you're wide awake. And then once you're wide awake, we've got a clarifier that you're using the Magic Stream. Everything is connected through the universal flow of the consciousness. So see, you're wide awake here, baby. You're wide awake. You know, and then here comes the stream of consciousness, the magic stream, the magic within. It's opening up. You're wide awake. And that's interesting because now you have the prosperity, the success, the beauty. You're gonna have it. See, you're waking up and you are manifesting things down the magic stream and boundaries. You've got some boundaries going on here. And once you hit your boundaries, you've got abundance going on. You got beauty going on. It's telling you. That is exactly what that's telling me. And it also told me it's time for some profit. Okay, now we have the deep cellular healing, Arcturians, energy, physical, and emotional healing. And that's this one. That was kind of this is kind of the past coming through as the now space. And we are healing at a cellular level. We just can't really feel it, at this point. But we did get a 26, and that does not surprise me when we get this Arcturi's energy, physical, and emotional healing, because that would bring on a deep freeze. This is the clarifier for that 26, which is an 8, which is infinity. The cold winter beckons you to slow down and put a freeze on things that are not yet ready to bloom. It's time for regeneration and hibernation. Forgo ambitious activities. A pregnant pause allows ideas to gestate, projects to shift and change, and relationships to go through a dreamy state of being, not going anywhere, not needing to. This is also a time to put all your arguments on ice. Nothing beneficial will come from any of them. Self-care is the most important activity now. So reflect, read a good book, or get a massage, rest, and dream. I love this is saying that because you know what? Deep healing and cellular generation, that's what that takes. The halting, the freezing of one's self of thinking and doing things. It's the meditation part. It's when your mind frees up and freezes at the moment it's in the now space and it takes in the energy that it wants to tell you, because that's what that is. And we also got the on that, which is interesting because you know you've got the deep cellular level, you've got the deep freeze, which is like a deep meditation, which is like go into a room for a day and just leave everything behind and just meditate and clear your soul. That's kind of a deep freeze because you got to get ready because the other card you got with this is an 18 and it's the star. This is hope, inspiration, positivity, faith, renewal, healing, regeneration, rejuvenation. The star card brings hope, renewed power, and strength to carry on with life. It shows how abundantly blessed you are by the universe, or as evidence by the various things you around you. Optimistic, above love, life, healing from past wounds, positivity, bringing career rewards, high hopes about jobs, reaching financial goals and remaining inspired. Remember that you hold within you all that you need for your fulfillment. The only thing that you need is courage for this. You have every reason to rejoice. So that's the now space. It's telling you that you need to release a little bit and you need to go inside within and you need to do some meditation or some soul surfing. Go fishing in a boat by yourself and go in the middle of the river and just think. Do whatever you do to just get away. If you're a ballerina and you just feel when you're in your mode, you don't think of anything and you clear your mind, go do some ballerina moves and just free your mind and let whatever comes within come within. Whatever works for you. There is no wrong. It's your story. Yours, baby, yours. Okay, now we are going to go to the big picture thinking. Palladian's energy, visionary, inspiration, and ideas. This is kind of like a future card. It's a now space card, but it's kind of a future card. And look at it's like you're going into and look, they're here. They're all around inside. You're going to another place to get the bigger picture, the thinking, the truth, basically. And let me see where I just pulled that from. That's the only problem with these is you pull it out and it's like, yeah, because that's not it. Where is it? So we are going to read the big picture thinking, Palladian's energy, visionary, inspiration, and ideas. That should be what's in our now space. That should be getting ready for the future. When you walk through into that 5D world of existence and see the beauty that everybody's creating and you're ready. The Palladians are our cosmic cousins. They're here to remind us that it's never too late to learn new things and change the future. You're being called to be a visionary of the planet, to take a breath, shake off what you've been taught about the world, and hold a new vision for humanity. You're likely a natural big picture thinker, here to generate ideas for the future, here to birth a new age and dream a new world into being. The future will be woven by dream thinkers like you, by those with enough courage to question the way things have been and envision new possibilities for the planet. The world needs more artists, dreamers, inventors, and visionary thinkers. Perhaps you've had an idea recently that you're being called to usher in. If so, this card is your confirmation that it's divinely guided. The Palladians support us in this important stage in Earth's development. They want us to know that the decision we make today will affect the well-being of our planet and all of its species. They're calling on you to be a leader of the future, to hold a clear vision of what's possible, to trust that vision and follow it through with daily action, to dream a new world into being, to hold your mind open and try not to worry about what others think. For it takes great courage to pave a new path, to trust a vision before it's a reality. Starseed Soul Inquiry, how are you being called to step up and lead? Question mark. What new ideas or creations are you being called to pursue? Question mark. I would ask myself that. You'll get an answer if you go within. There's a lot of times I'm cruising down the road and listening to music, and I like music. I like it loud sometimes. I like it slow. Sometimes I just turn it off because I've just got to have a conversation with creator. I just gotta get my mind clear. And that really works sometimes. Just to go out of it, just get out of it. I kept this card that flew out with the Enchanted Map Oracle, and it was an 11, which is a master number, and it's balancing act. And we've been getting this card a lot. I'm thinking that they're trying to really point to balancing with everybody. Balancing act, you are calm within, no matter the fluctuation of outer conditions. There are times when things seem a bit topsy-turvy, and it feels as if you're juggling 1,000 balls in the air. Perhaps you're unsure of your footing. Now is the moment to evaluate which areas of your life need balance, and then restore equilibrium. Choose harmony over discord, and great success will be yours. You'll find inner stability when you choose a balanced focus and a level path. Uh, yeah, you can't go anywhere if you're not balanced. You're driving kind of in a circle. And yeah, you don't want to do that. Nine of Swords, and she is reversed. This is interesting. Okay. I did do a clarifier for the balance because I'm wondering why it keeps coming out because it says boundaries, emotional healing, and balance keeps coming up. Like, listen to me, listen to me. Nine of Swords reverse, recovery, learning to cope with life, finding help, shame, guilt, mental health issues. You may still be experiencing the consequences of a difficult situation, but the pain is already subsided. Your imagination, however, still paints the current situation in a much worse way than it really is. You needlessly get upset and worried without any reason. Getting help from partner alleviating stress by sharing, clarity about work, finding peace, stress becoming real, clarity about finances, peace, poverty, lack of resources. The reverse Nine of Swords brings a message of hope, offering faith in a brighter future and promising better days ahead. In this position, the card offers relief from pain and suffering, proving a sense of comfort and healing. I'm ready for the healing beds to come out. And my husband gets so frustrated with me when I talk about them, but I told him I have to talk about them because I want them to come out. I want them to heal the whole world. I'll go in last. I'm okay, but I want everybody healed. These children that have diseases and cancer and people, and it's too much, too much, too much. I'm guaranteed there's something can heal them. Okay, the last ones I saved for last, which I usually don't save them for last. And I'm going to read a one because we did get a one for our dates today. And usually I do it because I want to open it up with that, but there was so much others that were calling to open up with, and they said, no, save this one for last. That's okay. Number one tells you that you are a magician priestess and that now and then you require solitude in order to fully develop the capabilities within you. You need solitude now, in particular, in order to receive your visions from a spiritual teacher clearly and without compromise. Number one promises success and a deep bond of the heart. It will teach you to feel the moment of creation within you and to perceive yourself as a spiritual being. Its energy field is the beginning, the absolute being, the sum of all possibilities, and the pure spirit of the subtle world. That is number one, and that is amazing because you know what? It reminds me of the deep freeze was telling us because we got the deep cellular healing, Arcturian energy, physical and emotional healing. We had the deep freeze, which would explain the number one, because it says you need balance, you need uh quiet, you need solitude to develop your abilities. And you do. I mean, you can have noise if that's what you do, but it's gonna hinder what you need to learn. Okay, now. Okay. The last cards we got is a number 15. You cast a spell with your existence. Magic flows brightly and radiant within you. This card reminds you that there is a magical power hidden in every heart. Were you aware of this? Magic is not outside, but it is within you. It is the white light that flows through your meridians. It is life. It creates life. Magic is the light that permeates permeates deep into the darkness to awaken and guide all that is there. As that, you can develop your own divine being to its full potential. This light is within you. Just as the sun touches a seed that lies dormant in the ground, you can awaken something truly magical within any being. This magic is expressed in every smile you give to others, every loving gesture you make, and the respect that you show. Make your way through the world as a good fairy, as a priest or priestess, as a magician or a holy man or woman, and let the magic within you flow over everything and everybody you encounter. You are a gift, and with all the magical light in your heart, you are precious and in need and needed. Your ultimate reward will be receiving 100-fold of the gifts you have given. Now begin to walk the path of your own magic, and through the magical radiance of your true essence, you will become a priest or priestess, a magician of the new world. Your helpers for the next 21 days, the power animals, the squirrel, the herbal essence is the lang lang, and the healing crystal is rose quartz, and the number is 6. Yeah, rose quartz is for love. Keep passing it. Okay, there it is. Number 6 reveals that uniting and attracting forces are now flowing into you. Make use of them to bring ideas and dreams to fruition. You will find courage and an unusual inner strength. Take a step forward and do not allow anything or anyone to stand in your way. You will be a conduit for the creation of new things. This number's energy field is all about balance and the merging of opposition energies. It brings love, health, happiness, profit, and the fulfillment of dreams. I really like that card. And as you see, she's like, the good fairy. Uh, I can envision her on the movie Oz, Wizard of Oz. You've always had it within you, my dear. Okay, we got one more card. We got one more. And this was a divine message. This is a 21. This is a 3. This is the Trinity. This is the Father, Son, and Mother. Recognize despair as an opportunity. Within it, you will find the gift of awakening. Look at her. She's thinking. She's in the dark. She's thinking about everything. She was looking at the light, but she keeps looking at the past. She keeps looking back. Like, what am I missing? Do I need to do something else, or should I turn around and go to the light? Hidden in the darkness of the nights, in the greatest depths of despair and desperation, lies the gift of awakening. Do not pass judgment on it or denounce it as a bad or dreadful moment in your life. Instead, use this time with all its darkness as a spur to action. Make use of every low in your life to create a new beginning. Powerful emotions contain the most powerful magic. Use them for rituals, celebrate them, commit yourself to them, and develop from the innermost strength a great light, an inner supernova. Use this transformation power to create something you desire, something new or even bold or daring. These times are perfect for creating a new, wonderful future. See them as a chance to raise yourself up and grow beyond yourself and your lower self. Unhappiness will not devour or destroy you. It will take you to a higher dimension. This card leads to one of your darkest places. Remember it. Or you might be in the middle of such a place right now. It is painful, of course, but this pain comes to you as a friend. It will make you wiser, more awake, more aware. Learn from it. Do not neglect this opportunity to recognize something great that lies hidden behind all the despair and drama. Your helpers for the next 21 days, the power animals, the leopard, the herbal essence is Almi, the crystal healing is green jade, and the number is 3. 3. Number 3 indicates that now is a good time to take care of your soul families, both in this world and in others. Make contact and tell them that you love and need them. They will hear you. You will find strength, healing, and answers among those closely connected to you. This number teaches you to look at everything, to become an observer, and wisdom will come. Number 3's energy field brings about diversity, creativity, energy, the overcoming of duality, and understanding and seeing the world of the divine. Remember, be an observer, not an absorber. Don't absorb the crap that you're thinking of. Alrighty then. Wow. I'm glad everybody stopped in to say hi to Fonny D, and I hope everybody has a beautiful, magical day. And you know what? I love you all. So may every step in your journey be magical. And you know what? Just be you.